You guys see this 6419? This is what started that for me, man. This is a building I grew up in on 10th Avenue. Down there, Hyde Park Elementary. This is the block that a lot of individuals were scared to come on. This block right here. I don't know why. But this block was treacherous. Nothing the same anymore though. 41 years gone by. See this building right here? This is the building. I stayed in this building. Little Nut stayed in this building. Banker T was in this building. And you see that apartment right there with that window at the top? That's the apartment me and my sister was in. But this is the building right here. And when you go down farther, it's totally different now, man. You know, nothing gonna always stay the same. Stuff is different. Right here, they didn't have that gate right there. You see that gate right there? That wasn't there. That was like an escape route for us. Right here, one night, this is where I went to jail at. Huckabuck, little Huckabuck threw a gun down. And they took a gun, took me to jail for that motherfucker. You see this apartment right here? This apartment right here, it used to have iron gates around it. Used to have iron gates on this apartment. This where Mumbles used to be at all the time. Big Mumbles. This baby mama stayed up in here. And this same apartment, you see this right here? I remember it like yesterday. I was standing about right here. About like right here. And this is where I got into it with the brothers behind this nigga, Loose Cannon Daddy Nutty. It's a rat ass Negro. It's totally different here now, man. You see this right here? This wasn't here. This right here, this apartment building, this wasn't here when we was growing up. It was like a house. Like a house. This was open. And it was a house. This is one of our escape routes right here. This was a house right here. It was totally open. It was just one house. Now it's an apartment building. Look at it. We didn't have to deal with none of this shit when we was little. This shit is crazy. It's all tore up over here now. Back here, this apartment over here, I'll just show you. Right there, you see that apartment? I remember the homies had an apartment on the third tier, on the third floor, and they threw all their guns. The police raided and they threw all their guns out there. And this was an open field. And where the open field was is a bunch of, you know, bushes and stuff like that. So Slim, Petey Wag, Big U stayed in that apartment, and Big U was hanging out the building, and he was like, Eddie, get the guns out the bushes. And the time I touched the bush, the .22 rifle went off, and it hit him in the hand, shot him in the hand. I remember that. This building right here, a lot of homies stayed in this building right here. How you doing? A lot of brothers stayed in this building right here. You see this right here? They used to gamble up in this building right here. Let's go up in there. They got it open. Yeah. I remember the battle ram came up at this motherfucker right here. The battle ram came in this, you see apartment 3 right here? It's right there, the battle ram. Big Let Loose used to stay there. They came in here and put the battle ram up in that joint. A lot of homies used to stay up in here. Lil Feet used to stay up in here. He had a girl up in here. Man, this shit still look the same. They ain't upgraded nothing. That's unbelievable. A lot of these apartments are Section A. Baby Bone used to be right here all the time, gambling. I'm gonna tell you how much this place has changed. You see this place right here, this block, used to be saturated with the brothers and some of the sisters over here. That was another escape route, but this building right here, you see this building? Let me step back. You see this building? This building wasn't even there. This building was a straight dirt field. I'm talking about this was a straight dirt field. I'm talking about nothing but straight dirt. You used to see Lil Rose and Badass and some of them other youngsters up in here playing in this little field right here all the time. And this was another escape route to 11th Avenue. All through this whole block right here. I'm talking about, it used to be cars coming through here like it was in and out. Brothers used to be selling like rocks on the whole block. I'm talking about, it was all of us. It was cars everywhere. Everybody was making money. It wasn't even no competition really. You see this building right here? Right here. I remember Baby F-Bone and little Baby Crip Cow used to stay right here. And Baby Crip Cow, he got shot up and he was in a wheelchair. And he used to be always right here, standing right here. Him. Sometimes Boo Boo used to be over here hanging out. Baby F-Bone used to be right there. I'm talking about right here, bro. And it's like when I was growing up, they was from the neighborhood, but they would never leave this spot right here until they got a little bit older. Then they start venturing out. But this right here, see this 10th Avenue? The full story gonna come. I'm gonna drop that in like a week or so from our journey, where people don't know. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. It was a lot of homegirls around here where it wasn't that many. It was only like a handful of them. You know, it used to be Eddie Girl, Phyllis, Grace, Chan, Mary Bone. Aretha used to come through here with Popeye. Edith was over around here. But it wasn't a lot of women. I'm telling you, you know, that I see now, when I be seeing a lot of women, and they be talking about they from the turf and all that type of stuff. They wasn't around like that. You know, maybe they was on some other side, but on 10th Avenue, it wasn't a lot of them on this block right here. This block was a real dangerous block. And if you was from this neighborhood and you would come down on this block, you had a problem when brothers used to run into you. This was like headquarters, for sure. Like I said, evolution is different now. Ain't nobody hanging out around here anymore like that. This stuff is like, it's like a dying breed. But man, 41 years ago, this joker wasn't here. It was a straight escape route around this joint. And this place was very dangerous. Dangerous. I'm talking about dangerous. Now it's getting real diverse. Blacks, Mexicans, whites, whoever it may be. This was Mumble's headquarters right here, bro. May Allah be pleased with him. He rests in peace. But this building right here, we was saturated in this building right here. This is my building. You people have a good day. If y'all ain't never been on 10th Avenue, you out-of-towners or you brothers that's claiming the 60s, this is 10th Avenue, man. This is notorious 10th Avenue, man. A lot of enemies didn't come on this block right here. Some Hoovers came on this block and tried to light it up one night, for sure. And Monster Cody came on this block. Everybody else, they wasn't coming over here like that. because you wouldn't made it up off the block. Assalamu alaikum.